Hello, and good morning. So, if you watched the last tournament to the end, I may have noticed it turned into a little bit of a train wreck. There were a number of problems that actually had occurred, but essentially it's my fault for allowing the structure kind of go as it did. So first of all, one thing that's very well known about Formula Front, for all of maybe 5 people that actually still play it, but whatever, that would be the really bizarre meta that's in this one. The AI is essentially really limited, so when they go into a fight or any type of situation really, they have a bad tendency to stay in front of somebody by default. There are chips, essentially, that tell them to go and try to get around the back of stuff, but they still don't always succeed in doing so. But point being, it's problematic when there's certain builds that specialize only in sitting still and firing forward. It's bizarre that that's an oversight, but there's essentially certain ones that will always end up winning. So, for this next tournament, essentially I'm going through and I'm getting rid of all things that can be considered metas. I will say, first of all, like, this is the farthest I would consider not being one of them. Now, when I say I'm talking about a meta build, usually these consist of left-arm bazookas, inside napalms, and, you know, a cannon of some kind with an empty right arm. Now, if there's some limiting factor to them being able to use that, such as in this case, like, I don't recall any that actually do that kind of build in the story of anything other than Formula Front, really, because it would be a stupid build anywhere else. But the way that it works, the second that the fight starts, they're able to use 3 things right away. They're able to use their left arm, they're able to use if they're a tank, that is. They're able to use their left arm because for a tank it starts off in the ready position, whereas for everybody else they have to ready their arm before firing. They're able to fire their inside shoulder parts right away, and they're able to fire whatever is considered their primary. So usually it would be something like a cannon, a left arm, bazooka, and napalms, like I said. Pretty much what this does is it cripples somebody before the fight even begins, because it's that split second at the very start when they haven't had a chance to move. So unless they're a lightweight that already knows that they want to go off to the side, they're going to take a step forward, and that's it. The fight's already done. It's already decided they can't do anything. So, essentially that's the problem. There's something that would have to be built around. So here's the rules for this one before I get off on too much of a tangent. So, no left-arm bazookas, no napalm parts whatsoever. Essentially, everything that is not this one right here. If I can go ahead and get to it. This is like a perfect example of everything that should not be the case. And let me show you exactly why here. So yeah, no napalm stuff, no lefty bazookas, no double bazookas. Yeah, burners are fine. Parry blade builds are fine, because those can malfunction, they can go completely wrong. Oh, I should mention some of them, like this one right here, also include the added joy of the, having the Selenas in there as well. So as you can see right here, despite this guy being probably the hardest opponent in the arena, more or less, it doesn't even matter, because he's getting completely set on fire, he's getting completely overloaded. There's not really anything he can do. Please pardon this running in slow-mo. I left it, well, pretty much left it running in this condition to avoid any visual glitches. But I think this highlights it pretty well. Well, at any rate, point being, no meta builds, alright? So, if you have a story one you want to see in there, if you have one that you want to submit yourself, just let me know. I'm about halfway through putting all of them together now, so there's pretty much going to be a day. And yeah, I'll put in everything that's requested, more or less. There were a few that got requested that are already in there. So things like the Doppelganger Leos Klein one, stuff like Strung, let's see, Boyle, Strung, Doppelklein, as I'm calling him now. Putting, where is he, Shade back in there. The silhouette. What else? Oh yeah, there was one guy that asked for Benedetto to be on the On Point Kings. Yeah, he's in there now. Any darn ways, yeah, let me know. and we'll make this next one run right. I should also point out that this is going to be in a proper tournament format, so it's actually going to go by brackets and all that sort of crap that I didn't really want to do the first time. So there shouldn't be one guy, trampling over 6 or 7 ACs while a bunch of them go on for free. So, alright. That being said, all the meta ones are gone now, so like I said, there's like 20 slots left to fill. Anyway, see you then.